Here's 4 tips on how to achieve visible abs. If you follow these 4 protocols, you will have the six-pack you always wanted. Let's start with our first tip, which is caloric deficit. Well, the point is, if you have excess body fat, you will not be able to have visible abs. You can start with a slight caloric deficit and also have your protein intake on a higher level, or 2 grams per lean body mass. This will help us protect our muscle that we already have built, and also it will keep our satiety levels higher so we don't get hungry. Let's jump into our second tip, which is burning the calories. This includes weight training or sculpting your body, and also it will help you burn more calories. When it comes to abs training, it's really not necessary. For example, if you perform your workouts and you still have that caloric deficit that we talked about, you will unlock the visible abs. Let's take CrossFit athletes for an example. They perform all kind of movements, complex exercises, and they still have visible abs, which brings us to the third tip, and that is what kind of training should we do to get those visible abs. So there was a study conducted to investigate the effects of abs exercises to abdominal fat. 24 healthy sedentary participants, 14 men and 10 women between 18 and 40 years, were randomly assigned to one of the 2 following groups: control group and abdominal exercise group. The abdominal group performed 7 abdominal exercises for 2 sets of 10 repetitions for 6 weeks. The control group received no intervention and all participants maintained. There was no significant effect of abdominal exercises on body weight, body fat percentage, abdominal skin fold, and suprailiac skin fold measurements. They just improved their muscular endurance. Now, if you perform complex movements, complex exercises, you will train the trunk in multiple planes, and maybe for the end save some abdominal exercises as accessories, and you probably achieve your visible abs. And we arrive to our last tip. The 4th one is dehydration. This is not the healthiest tip that I can give you, but it surely works. It's being done in the UFC for the fighters when they have to cut weight, and also the bodybuilders do this before their show. You can do this for a certain photo shoot, or you can do it for a certain trip when you want to lean out. This means reducing our carbohydrate intake, because carbs cause the body to store more water. Specifically, per 1 gram of glycogen, it stores 3 grams of water. And what I meant by dehydration is reducing our fluid intake. Mainly for the same reason, we will also reduce our sodium intake, because we want to stay dehydrated for a certain period. We can pair this with some sort of heat exposure. Let's say you can go to the sauna, or you can have some cardio exercises performed maybe with some more clothes, compression bands, and things like that, so you can burn more calories and sweat more to get that water out of your system. Like I said, this is not the healthiest option, and it's not that easy. It's a bit more complex than this. However, if you want, comment down below and I can send you a 10-day program on how you can achieve this. And those are the 4 tips that will help you achieve your visible abs. If you found these tips helpful, support us by hitting that subscribe button. Also, like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. That's all from us. Peace.